Hey there, welcome to Kris and Melanie TV. I'm Kris.
And I'm Melanie, and we are your saucy health mavens.
And we're bringing you all things health and wellness by way of Health Hub Network. And today we have a special guest with us. This is Elisa Olivier-Nielsen, and she is a registered dietitian, a licensed nutritionist, and the owner of Eon Consulting here in Prescott Valley, Arizona. And she is a member of Health Hub Network.
That's right.
Yay.
Well, thank you so much for having me today.
We hear a lot in the news that, and everything we read and everything online, the dramatic increase that we're having in rates of diabetes. Can you tell us your take on that?
Yes, unfortunately, diabetes is a global epidemic. It is a public health concern. It is estimated that by the CDC that by the mid of this century, by 2050, 1 out of 3 adults will have diabetes. Right now, the rates are 1 out of 9. And unfortunately, what we are finding as well is that more and more children as young as 7, 8, 9 years of age are being diagnosed with diabetes type 2 already.
Wow.
So, yes, we have a lot of work to do.
That didn't used to happen until they were well into adulthood.
Right.
And so if there was diabetes as a child, it was
type 1.
Type 1,
yes.
You know, they were born with it, but now they're developing it because of diet.
Very poor diet, lack of physical activity, and you know, when you're looking at school recesses, we are cutting, because of budget cuts, we are cutting back on the recesses. So by the time the kids get home, you know, parents are working, they get hooked on computers, video games, so they don't go outside anymore, like we used to when we were growing up.
Right. We used to play kickball in the street when we came home from
Kick on
school.
the street, hop on your bike, ride across town.
That's right.
Yeah, that was, you know, if you wanted to go to the swimming pool, find a way there.
What are some tips that you would give to people who are looking to either A, prevent type 2 diabetes, or possibly even reverse their type 2 diabetes, because we are seeing that that can be done.
Yes, only for type 2 unfortunately, but it can be done. Yes.
So what are some of your top tips that you would give to people?
First of all, the goal is to control our blood sugar levels as much as possible. So the one thing that I usually talk about is how much to eat. When you're looking at professional athletes, Olympians, bodybuilders, easily they need about between 4,000 to 5,000 calories a day. Now the rest of us, we don't need that much. And when you're looking at, you know, when we are overeating, when we are eating more calories than we need, we promote weight gain. And of course, obesity is one of the risk factors. So, you know, when I do an assessment for a client, I usually go, you know, and I do, you know, I look at a variety of different things. But really, I am looking for either the goal is to maintain weight or to lose weight. And based on that, I determine a very specific amount of calories that they are to eat on a daily basis.
What would be like a general, though, you know, because there's a lot of controversy over how many calories in general should someone eat. So your average woman,
let's say 5 feet and 6 inches woman who is not a professional athlete, just like the regular, you know, woman who exercises maybe 3 to 4 times a week and lifts weight. You know, weight resistance is important. So you're looking at about 1,800 calories a day, just to give you an idea.
Okay. And then if they're not exercising at all, it's much less than that.
So yes, you're looking at either 1,200 or 1,500
And I would
calories
so
a day.
rather go out and do some exercise so I could eat a little more.
That's right.
That's motivation to me to get out there and work out.
Yep. How about a few specific foods absolutely to avoid if you are trying to control or reverse type 2 diabetes?
That is my second tip. What we are eating, of course, is very important. Not just how much and how often, but exactly what we are eating. So I'm not a proponent of avoiding certain food groups. What I do teach my clients is that there are certain foods that are healthier that will help you to control your blood sugar. So when you're looking at meats, of course, we prefer lean meats because we are trying to control the saturated fat content and the cholesterol content. Looking at dairy products, if you can go with low-fat dairy products. I know a lot of clients are not very fond of skim milk. So if you can either go 1% or 2%, that's better than going whole milk. When you're looking at grains, if you can add fiber, as much fiber as possible to your diet. So looking at whole grains, looking at fruits, you know, vegetables, especially green vegetables, non-starchy vegetables, that's a lot better.
Right.
And then looking at your fats. Now, I do like olive oil a lot.
Me too.
It is a lot healthier. And, you know, nuts, seeds, it's a lot healthier for us and gives you a lot more protein, healthier protein and healthier fats.
And when you're eating that protein, even if you are eating something that is going to elevate blood sugar, the protein slows that process, correct?
Yes. Fats, fiber, and protein. It slows down the entry of the blood sugars, of the carbohydrates into the bloodstream. So anything that can slow down the process, that's what we're looking for.
How does exercise really play into what happens with diabetes?
When you're looking specifically at diabetes, it helps you, first of all, to maintain your weight. Either lose weight or maintain your weight within a healthy range. Secondly, it actually reduces insulin resistance, and insulin resistance is one of the risk factors for diabetes. And thirdly, it really helps you to control your blood sugar levels.
Any particular kind of exercise, or just?
Well, for aerobic exercise, the guidelines are a minimum half an hour, 5 times a day.
5 times a day?
I'm sorry, I can see that.
I was like, we're going to be
I'm not doing that
all day long.
5 times a day, I'm out.
Okay, let's we'll back up on that one.
The national recommendation for physical activity is for us to be physically active half an hour, 5 times a week. Now, if you can do any kind of aerobic activity, you know, it can be walking, jogging, riding your bike, swimming, playing tennis, playing contact sports, great.
Country dancing?
Yes, there you go. We also recommend strength training because it is very important for us to protect our muscles, because usually when you're looking at weight loss, you want only to lose your body fat. You don't want to lose your muscle mass.
Right.
So your strength training will protect your muscle mass and also helps you to control your blood sugar level.
All right. Well, thank you, Elisa, for being on the show with us today. We really appreciate all the information.
Thank you for having me.
It was very helpful. And hopefully you out there, you viewers, were able to learn something new and apply it to your life.
If you liked this video and thought it was helpful, then so will your family and friends. So be sure to share it and subscribe to our channel so you never miss an episode of Kris and Melanie TV. And then head on over to healthhubnetwork.com and sign up for our email newsletter so that you can have access to healthcare resources in your area of Yavapai County. And we also have lots of free events you can check out. And then lastly, engage with us on Facebook. Like our Facebook page, Health Hub Network Yavapai County.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Thanks. See you next time.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Get your Hub Club discount card at healthhubnetwork.com and take advantage of special offers and perks from health and wellness experts in your area. No. That's not.
No! I didn't get the memo on what the M and the K means.